Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another Gunpla Delivery video, and then this is going to be the first of maybe two parts of this video. So in this first box here, although it has the USA Gundam Store logo on it, it's not actually from USA Gundam Store. This was sent to me by Julius. He got in touch with me and said he wanted to send me some stuff, so he just sent me this box. And so, Julius, I appreciate that you shopped at USA Gundam Store. Thank you very much for that, for the support. And I just cracked open the box to see what was in here. I thought there's a lot of cool stuff in here, so I better get this on video and share it with you guys. So he sent some really cool stuff. And like I said, I'm expecting another box coming, if not tomorrow or the next day or something like that. So this is probably going to be the first of two boxes maybe we'll take a look at in this video, but let's get this box open and see what Julius sent. So again, thank you very much, Julius, for getting in touch and wanting to send this stuff to me. I really appreciate that. So there's a couple of old kits in here, so we'll go through some of these. We have this is the old, made in 1989 Gym Command here. This is in 1/144 scale, I believe, right? Yes, so 1/144 scale, and they're really cool. Here on the top it has it illustrated by Yuji Kaida there, so really cool illustrations on these old boxes. But just taking a peek inside, you can see they're pretty old. Don't really expect a whole lot out of these old kits, but they do make for some pretty interesting builds, just for nothing else but the nostalgia factor. So we've got the Gym Command there, very cool. The other one is one that I've actually considered purchasing multiple times and never really pulled the trigger on it, but now it's cool. I got it. Thank you, Julius, for this. This is from 1988, my birth year, FYI. This is the Gyaradoga here, of course. This one also in 1/44 scale. I'm sure it's probably not going to compare well to the HGUC version, which came out much later, but it does have a bunch of accessories in there, it looks like, so that's pretty cool. Looks like you have 3 different versions of the rifle, and then the beam accessories, and then the Panzerfaust, the Sturmfaust that go up in the shield and everything. So it's got everything in there that you would want with it, but once again, in this case, it's just going to be pretty dated in terms of the overall construction, but should be a pretty interesting build nonetheless. Then one more older kit in here. It is the old Zaku FZ here. This one also from 1989, so really cool artwork here on this. That's a really cool illustration. This one also by Yuji Kaida there for that. And so this one, original video animation, the OVA there of 0080. So pretty cool just artwork on this. It's just so retro, the artwork on this. And this one actually doesn't look all that bad. I mean, the Zaku FZ, as I've said multiple times, not really my favorite design of the Zaku variants, but actually this model kit version of it doesn't look all that bad, to be honest. This just because of the design of it, I think it's just kind of a derpy design in general, so that's why I'm not really a big fan. But when it's done in like this 80s way that's just kind of derpy by nature, then it kind of works, I think. So that actually looks not bad. Pretty cool, actually. Also have in here a nice Christmas card. Thank you very much for that. We've got a couple of figure things here. We have the Gundam Exia Repair 2 and 3 part set here with the Gundam Exia, the Robot Damashi figure here. Now, I've not really got a lot of, actually I've only ever had one Robot Damashi, I guess 2 technically, but neither of them I have anymore. So this is at the moment the only one that I have of the Robot Damashi line. So if you guys want to see a review of this, maybe let me know and I'll try to do a review of this for you guys, those of you who are maybe interested in seeing the Exia there. But it does look like a cool version of the Exia, definitely. These are cool just to kind of put up in some nice action poses, put them up on your shelf. They're pretty awesome looking. And also the Exia Next Edge style figure here as well. I do really like the Next Edge style figures, and I'm yet to do the work of actually detailing one up, but it's something that I've been planning to do. Take one of these and just, you know, detail it up sort of like I've done with a handful of Converge figures. So maybe it's going to be the Exia here. Maybe we'll do some work on detailing this up. That'll make for a cool video. So we'll try to work on that in the future for you guys. And then we got a couple of smaller things in here. This one is the, what is this? The Absolute Chogokin Gundam series. This is feels very heavy of the Unicorn Gundam. I'm not exactly sure offhand. Are these those kind of like metal-y kind of figures that you have to build yourself, or is it just kind of a pre-built, kind of already made? Yeah, it's sort of, is this die-cast metal? Just little metal figure there of the Unicorn Gundam in destroy mode. That looks pretty cool. That is also will look nice just up on the shelf. Just a nice little thing to have on the desk or around nearby. That looks really cool. And also here, a universal unit set. Now these I think are random, so I'm not exactly sure which one is going to be in the, oh no, it says here, this would be the Alex, is that right? Because it says here on the top, universal unit of the Alex, A or B, I'm not sure. Let's just pop it open and find out, shall we? So, this is also the first of the Universal Unit line that I've ever owned. I've never built any of these or had any of them before. So I should probably save this for a proper video to do a kind of actual review on this. But you can see there's going to be some assembly required. But yeah, this looks like it's the Alex. And the armor here all included, all in that as well. So that's pretty cool. So I'll do a separate video on that with you guys, just to show you, give you guys an idea about what the Universal Unit kits are like, because I don't know actually either offhand. And then the very last thing in here is one of these mystery box kits. So I've previously had one of these and it was the grays, and then later, more recently, I bought another one of them, which was the clear grays, again on a recent trip to Japan. But in this set, it just has one of these random figures, or kits actually. They're these little kits. There's a bunch of different ones that it could be. There's either like the metallic version or the clear version of all of them, so there's a bunch of different options. And if I had to choose, because I've already had the grays, the one that I would probably most like to own would probably be the Neo Zeong there, if I could. But we'll see. Let's open this up and see what we got. This time it is a Zaku, right? Yes, there's only one version. I didn't know if there was like a Zaku F2 or FC or something, but it looks like there's just the regular Zaku 2, and that's what we got in here. So that works pretty well, actually. If not the Neo Zeong, then the Zaku would have been a very close second choice for me. So it's just a clear little mini kit of the Zaku. So this will also be a really fun kit to just paint up. So we'll have to do that in a future video as well. We'll take a look at building the grays, and then we'll build the Zaku here as well. Just to give you guys a look at that. As you can see, it's very simple. It's just basically the two halves for the whole head, body, and legs and everything, and then just the arms plug onto the side, and then the machine gun there for the hands. So just a couple of parts here in clear plastic, but we'll paint it up so it won't be clear for too long. But that is really awesome. And that is it for this box. Once again, Julius, thank you for this stuff. It's some really cool stuff that will make for some great content and stuff to share with the general audience as well. So that's really cool. Now, moving on to box number 2. All right, box number 2 here. And this is actually not the other one that I was expecting, but there's some cool stuff in here that I'll show you as well. This is just some new stuff that recently came out. Not all technically entirely new. Here we have 2 more of the Nachin tanks, which we'll use. I've got the 3 works in progress right now. These 2 I'll work on for future projects. They're so fun, so I needed some more of those. But this is new. Here we have a new version of the Frame Arms Girl Zelfikar, and this is a big box, and I can tell it's super stuffed. It feels super full and very heavy. So this is the Zelfikar ST version, so a little bit different version of the Zelfikar. Obviously, it's kind of back to the original Baselard colors. You can see it's actually using some very similar to the Baselard option parts. So that looks pretty cool. And then we have the SkyTube Dragon Dress kit. So I missed the first round of pre-order for this, but luckily they did a second run of it. I got the DX version. There is also the standard version. I figured just get the DX version and review that for you guys. Then you guys can make your own decision. If you want to get the DX version, you can. If you don't want the extra parts that are included with this, then you can just go for the standard version. But I figure at least you'll be able to see everything in the review of the DX version. You can decide for yourself if that's what you really want, or just the regular one, which is of course cheaper. It doesn't come with as much parts in it. This one, basically what makes the DX version is that it includes kind of some more lewd parts essentially, which we'll see during the review of that. But actually the box not quite as big as I was expecting. I was expecting it to be a little bit slightly larger. I don't know why, but this should be a pretty cool kit. So that's it for this box, just a couple of those kits. Alright, so the package that I'm waiting for still hasn't arrived yet, and honestly, I'm a little bit worried. But this came in. This is just a bunch of new stuff. So this is stuff that's due to be in the review queue sooner than later. So let me just go through some of this stuff here to show you what to expect in the near future here. We got the new HG Build Diver Support Weapon System, the Seltsum arm here. So this is like the big arm and the weapons from the HG Seltsum Gundam that's released here as just an option set. Interesting to note that it's in this larger size box, so it's some good size runners here you'll have for this option set for this. And for some reason there's another one in here, so apparently I accidentally ordered 2, so it's gonna be giveaway time when we review this one, so stay tuned for that. We also have the new 30-minute missions kit, the Portanova Space Type Gray here. This one looks really cool. I really like the new design of this. Some of the newer designs coming out from the 30-minute missions line are very cool, so I'm really looking forward to getting back to doing a whole bunch of new 30 minutes mission stuff. And the last thing new here from Bandai is the HG Kobu Kai here. This is something from Sakura Wars 2. It's an interesting mecha design, not something that I'm like super into, but there's some interesting features, and I think with some work done on this, it could be pretty cool. So I'm interested to check this out and see what the kit looks like when it all comes together and see what we can do with it. Have some interesting ideas to do with this. Alright, then non-Bandai products, we've got the Cat 00 prototype. This is a multi-purpose humanoid robot here made by Wave. This was made by Wave, right? I thought it was being produced by Wave, but the company on there says Orange Cat Industry. So I don't know. When this was first announced and up for pre-order, you could pre-order this, and I thought it was coming out from... Oh, it is produced by Wave. Here on the back, there's the Wave logo. So it was announced, and then it was kind of canceled and postponed, and then it was coming out again. So, but it's basically Wave's take on doing something along the lines of the Frame Arms girls and all that stuff. So it's a pretty interesting model, it looks like. I'm assuming it's going to be probably around the same size as the just blank body kits that you can get from Wave that I did a review on in the past. This one also, just like a first limited run exclusive, also comes with this rifle parts in it. And I think also some different face parts that are included in this first run exclusive of this. So if you want to get this kit, get it now while you can get the extra parts included with that as well. So that's pretty cool. And the last one here is the very big new Frame Arms kit here. Well, it's a big box anyway. The kit, I'm assuming, will be just kind of the standard size for a Frame Arms kit. It's the Jidao SAF Customs. This is the Special Forces custom version of the Jidao, and it looks super cool. I love the color scheme for this. I think this one is going to be a really, really awesome kit, so I really can't wait to get this one put together. So we got a pretty awesome mix of a whole bunch of stuff to work on, so thank you all so much for watching, and I look forward to building all this stuff and sharing it all with you as soon as I can. Y'all have a great day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.